a lot of people feel lonely nowadays because they lack love in their lives. And if you want to live a better life, you have to learn how to deal with loneliness. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to give you the best 7 hobbies that you can do when you're lonely, because frankly, that's just not going to help you, okay? Instead, I want you to understand the psychology behind love and why it leads to loneliness, okay? So the first thing I want you to understand is that in the modern day, right, as of today, which is the 8th of March 2025, International Women's Day, by the way, so congratulations. I believe that we live in a world where social media, movies, and everything put together creates a huge pressure on people who are single out there, okay? In order to, fall in love or get into a relationship, because frankly, you feel like you are missing out on something important. And here's the thing, you might be missing out. However, the effect of social media, it just enhances that feeling that much more. And I will give you an example of things that you have probably done, right? You get home on a Friday night and you watch a movie, right? You don't think much of it. You just feel bored and you watch a movie. Maybe it's a romance movie. And for the duration of the movie, you feel happy, you feel satisfied. The movie does a good job at keeping you happy and giving you the emotions of love. But then the movie ends, the credits roll and you're back to your life. You're sitting in your room looking at a screen, and all of the feelings that you felt before you started watching the movie, they come back, and they come back stronger than before. And I feel like, especially nowadays, a lot of young people are consuming so many things online that just amplify their loneliness. You go on Insta, you might see a friend's highlights. They took their girlfriend to Paris, or another friend went on holidays with their girlfriend, or you watch that romance movie that everyone's talking about, and it only makes you feel more lonely. And I feel like I'm not criticizing people who post that on social media or romance movies. Everything serves its purpose. But what I am saying is that it doesn't do you any good if you are lonely at the moment. Consuming that type of things will only amplify the feelings that you are already feeling. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that love is kind of like a stamp of approval. And what I mean by that is that, you know what a stamp is, right? So a stamp of approval is when, I believe, someone tells you that they love you. It's their way of saying that they like who you've become so far, and they like where you're headed, and they're willing to make a bet on you for the future, okay? Either that or they're just really desperate. But let's assume it's the first one. When you don't have that in your life, when you don't have someone who is by your side, supporting your decisions, giving you comfort and telling you in your ear you're on the right path, keep doing what you're doing. When you don't have that attention, you create this deficit for attention. And I see this every day and every week. On college, for example, I'll be with my friends and I'll just give them a simple compliment, nice shoes, bro, or nice jacket, nice hairstyle. And they are genuine compliments. I genuinely appreciate those things. And the way their faces light up, you can clearly see that they haven't received a compliment in weeks, sometimes months, sometimes years, in really, really bad cases. And I just think it's such a bad thing, a bad precedent to set on the world nowadays, that there's a lot of people out there who are craving for attention. And I would actually like to ask you, when was the last time that you got a compliment from someone that wasn't a family member? I'll wait. I know that for a lot of people, it will be weeks, okay? For others, it might be months, and for, as I said, really special cases, It might even be years. I'm curious to see what the what the record will be in the comments. But I wish, bro, I wish I could deal with you and just give you a compliment. I'm sure that I can find a way to compliment you. But it's just sad to see that there are a lot of people out there who are in need of that attention. And you put everything together, you put together someone that is in very, very big attention deficit, right? They don't receive compliments from anyone. And then that person is consuming movies and romance movies and all of this stuff on social media. You put that together and it creates this bombastic cocktail of loneliness. And obviously that person will then listen to sad music on Spotify, and they'll feel sad, and it's just this, they're bathing themselves in the mud, as I like to say. And it's not good for you. It really, really isn't. And I would also say that the last thing why I believe we feel lonely nowadays in the world is that we are essentially walking contradictions. And what I mean by this is, you may feel lonely, okay? You may acknowledge it, but at the end of the day, you're not really doing anything to change it, are you? And I'm gonna use myself as an example here. I'm actually really pissed at myself because I like to see myself as someone who takes every opportunity that he can, right? Whenever I see an opportunity, I take it, I go for it. And I pride myself in that. I pride myself in the fact that I live my life without caring about the opinions of others. However, yesterday, I really didn't live up to that honor that I live by. So I'll tell you the story. I finished classes at college at around 3 p.m., right? So I had to go study because I have an exam next week. So I just went into this study room that has a lot of tables. It's quite big, actually. I went, I sat down. There were about 20 people in there, and I just started studying my stuff. I didn't even look around. And then about 30 minutes or so earlier, I hear some footsteps behind me. Someone entered the study room, and I just glanced to my left to look at who it was, and I see this girl pass by. She sits like 2 tables across from mine, and she's really cute. And the first thought that popped up in my head was, I gotta go up to her. I'll just tell her the truth that I think she's cute and just ask for her Insta. But then my second thought was, she doesn't know me. I'm in a room full of 20 plus people. I don't know a single soul in here, and I don't know how she'll react. I don't know what will happen. I don't know what she'll say. I don't know what people will think. I don't know, blah 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 blah. And I just kept going down this downward spiral, and it was really strange. It was like I was losing control of my own thoughts, which once again is not something that I'm proud of. I like to be very straight to the point. I pride myself in the fact that I control my emotions, I control myself. So it was a weird feeling, and essentially by the time I looked at my watch, it was already like 5 p.m. I had to go catch my bus, and I didn't do anything. And as soon as I left, I just got this huge feeling of regret over myself because I essentially didn't live up to my standard. I didn't live up to the way I like to live my life because I let the fear of other people's opinions stop me from living the life that I want to live. And to be honest, I was really disappointed in myself because of that. Now, this is what I like to call a walking contradiction, okay? Because I say one thing in my thoughts, but then in the real world, in the physical world, those thoughts didn't transform into reality. And you see this everywhere, people who smoke, They know it's bad. They want to quit, but they keep smoking. So it just creates this, how do I describe it? Frustration within you, because you know you can do something about it, but you're not doing something about it. And yeah, it was weird. I wasn't used to feeling this, and I gotta say that I didn't enjoy feeling like this. So, it's normal. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm human. I'm flawed, as you can see, so I make mistakes. What matters is that we learn from them, and, the next time we have a similar opportunity, we take the chance and we don't let all of the conditions overwhelm our mind and overwhelm our situation. So the takeaway, the next time you see a cute person, whether it's a girl or a guy or a fridge, whatever you're into, just go up to them, talk with them, and who knows, see what happens. Because at the end of the day, man, life is, it's really not that serious. In 100 years, I'll be dead. You'll be dead. My grandkids will be watching this, thinking that their granddad was a little bitch. And which, by the way, if you are my grandkid, put some respect on my name, because if you are breathing, that means I got my act together. But yeah, that was just a little side note. And yeah, man, just live your life. Don't let the opinions of others influence your life, okay? And those are the three main reasons why I believe the world is currently living through a loneliness pandemic. I know that there's a lot of people out there who do feel lonely, and I just wanted to show some of the facts as to why you may be feeling like that. But yeah, as always, I love you, okay? I hope you enjoyed the video. Join the club if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next one.